All right, back in the building, talking about solving multi-step linear inequalities. So let's go ahead and get this down. So solving multi-step linear inequalities. All right, so this is basically solving equations all over again, like we've been talking about. There's only one thing that you actually have to remember that's new, and that is if you divide both sides of that inequality by a negative number, or if you multiply both sides of that inequality by a negative number, then you have to flip the inequality sign. So, again, we're just going to write that big star. Remember, solve like an equation. But if you divide or multiply both sides of the inequality by a negative, then you have to flip the sign. Okay? Everything is just like an equation. You've been doing the equations, holding it down. But when you divide by that negative, remember to flip the sign. Hopefully this will be a quick video for you guys, because I'm really just going to go through a couple of problems. I'm going to put them up here. You're going to do them on your own. Then I'm going to do it and you can check it. Alright? So that first example says, we'll start, keep it kind of simple. It says 8x minus 2 is less than or equal to 10x plus 10. Go ahead and solve that on your own right now. Sweet, I know you just paused the video and did that. Now let's see if what you did is correct. Because if what you did is correct, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, Mr. Bass, I know everything. I'm awesome. I'm really smart. And I'm going to be like, yeah. So, here it is. You go, this is what I do. I go plus 2, plus 2. And remember, I don't want this over here. I want all my variables typically on this side, especially with inequalities. Your life will be easier for the most part if you put your variables on the left and your constants on the right. So I'm going to do that. I don't want a minus 2, so the opposite of minus 2 is plus 2, plus 2. I'm left with 8x less than or equal to 10x plus 12. Again, don't want my variables on the right, so I want this to be a 0. I don't want to divide by 10, I want this to be a 0. So I want to take 10x's away, minus 10x's, I end up with negative 2x less than or equal to 12. And here's that moment of truth, yep. Now, I don't want to get rid of this, I don't want this to be a 0, I just want to get rid of the 2 on its own. So I have to, this is negative 2 times x, so I do the opposite and I divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, and you're dividing by a negative on both sides. Please remember that you have to flip the sign. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say that. So, make sure you do it. X greater than or equal to. These signs change because I divided by a negative. X is greater than or equal to negative 6. One down. You did that already on your own because you work hard and you think about what you're doing and you're not listening to your favorite jam right now as you're trying to do your homework. So, next problem. Example number 2. Says 4 times negative x plus 6 in parentheses greater than 12. Again, a couple of steps we have to do there. We follow this just like equations. You should see distributing. So I'm distributing right here. Actually, you're doing this on your own before. Now you're coming back and you're like, okay, what do I do? So you're starting off by distributing. 4 times the negative 1 is negative 4x. 4 times 6 is 24, greater than 12. My variables are already to the left of this inequality sign, so I just want to get this constant to the right. So I want to get rid of this 24. I want it to become a 0. Plus 24, the opposite of that is minus 24. Minus 24, negative 4x greater than, here's where you guys often make mistakes, 12 minus 24 is negative 12. Hopefully you did that correctly. And now I want this negative 4 to turn into a 1. So I have to do the opposite. This is negative 4 times x, so I do the opposite. I divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4. I'm thinking, and so I see that I have to flip this sign. 12 divided by negative 4 becomes 3. X is less than 3. Okay? Let's take it a step further. Let's get them a little bit harder. Example 3. Oh yeah, here's a good one. It says 2x minus 3 less than or equal to 4 times x minus 5 plus 4. If you got this one, you got everything I could possibly ask of you to do. Do this one on your own. Prove to yourself that you got this all down. Alright? You just attacked it on your own. So you're looking at this, you're saying, let me go ahead and distribute here. So this becomes a 4x minus 20 with a plus 4. Less than or equal to 3. We got this 2x. I got some terms that I can combine right here. So distributing first, combine like terms second. These two I can put together. They're on the same side of the inequality and they can be put together. So negative 20 and 4 is negative 16. So I have 4x minus 16 and 3 and a 2x. Now I got to move my variables to the left, my constants to the right. So I'm going to go minus 4x. 4x minus 4x is 0. That makes it gone. Minus 4x. This is negative 2x minus 3. Got to get rid of this minus 3. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0, which makes it gone, which is what I want. Plus 3. Left with negative 2x less than negative 13. Okay? And I'm pretty sure you can see down here. So I'm going to divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2x. Negatives, dividing both sides. So I got to flip it. I'm left with x on that side. I flip my sign. And you notice when I have a negative divided by a negative, that's really just a positive. X is greater than 13 over 2. Okay? Last one. Actually, this last one, I want you to do this on your own. I'm going to check it when I look at your homework, so make sure you did it right, because I'm not going to put the answers in the work right here. It says, this one's pretty simple. 6x plus 13 less than or equal to, nah, I'm changing it, I'll make it hard. Negative 3 times x plus 7 minus 2x. There's your last problem. Solve that one on your own. On your paper, I want you to put a star and write, I solved this one. And then I want to see the work for that. So I'm going to look right away when I check your homework to see the one that you solved on your own. So do that. Quick one for you. Hopefully you guys are doing well on this. Catch you next time. Bass out.